Here with Tim McCreadie. Tim, welcome back to the mile. I read a bit of you can juggle. I read that today in the Ariano.
A long time ago. I read a book, believe it or not, one of the few books that I actually paid attention enough to read. It taught me how to juggle a little bit, only like 3, but nothing more than that.
I had to hit you off. I was reading it while I was eating my bacon sandwich this morning. No, let's talk about the weather here. You've probably seen enough of this in your years at Syracuse. Are we going to be racing here today? Or are we going to be wasting time? What's the story?
Probably not much of a chance now because it's coming down in a pretty mist. But I don't understand what was going on this morning. It stopped raining at like 10:30, and they didn't even attempt to get on the track. So, and then basically now that it started raining at 2 o'clock, they tell us that we're all going to go out there. They're going to penalize basically the guys that didn't qualify good, which I was one of those, and the guys that don't qualify good are going to get thrown to a B main or something. I don't know. Hell, it is what it is, but if we were going to make an attempt, I think we could have got one of the divisions in if we would have started at 11 by trying to pack the track when it wasn't raining instead of trying to pack the track in the rain, so whatever.
Let's go back to yesterday. A bit of damage on your car here. Our fans at home watching on Dirt Track Digest want to know what the story was, and did you get the car repaired okay?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad. I hit that hole going into one, and the bad part about it is we were like 4th overall on the board, so we had a real great race car, and the Sweeteners Plus car was going to be, I think, real good in qualifying. And when I did it, folded the nose underneath, and I wheelied and got up into the cinders, got out of the cinders and hit the wall, got in a fence, and bent everything in the front, and it took all the frame out of the front end, and the nose was gone. So we actually took it over to Bick Nels and my guys with Randy Williamson. We cut the clip off in the front by the radiator, and there was a guy that rolled over rolling wheels a couple weeks ago that had a car, and we got that from the middle of Syracuse and cut that clip off and kind of, did what we could do at the track. And I give them guys a lot of credit. I don't think a lot of race teams would have even attempted. They would have just called it a week. And but I got great guys, and some of my dad's guys were there, and they all worked together, and they basically put half of a clip of a front race car on in probably less than 2 hours to get up for qualifying. So, I mean, our lap wasn't great. It wasn't special. We took it back, and we found some other things we think it'll make the car hopefully better. And at this point, if we're in the show, let's just race 28th, first. We're all going to cycle around. Sooner or later, we're going to be near the front. We just got to decide what we need to do to stay up there once we get there.
That's it. Finally, how's the back?
It's all right. It was real sore after yesterday, and but last night with Vinny's stuff to go out there and do what we did for them guys after everything they went through, and get them a win because that car was unbelievable, and I feel good today. Everybody's smiling today no matter how bad of a day we had yesterday.
There you have, folks. Tim McCreadie back at the Syracuse Mile. Winner last night at Brewerton. We'll watch for him to have a good week here at Syracuse.